lost contact with the uplinks in this area. I'm trusting you to get that resolved. Prepare the signal repeater to get started. We'll need it working if we want connection to the uplinks. Move out.
Will not destroy my eyes.
Okay. The repeater's coming through now. Head to the first uplink. Let's get them connected.
I must destroy my
Signal calibration starting now. Looks like you've got company. And Victorial!
I will not yield.
About to get a little dicier in there. Don't let up!
I now to my
Reminder, any attempted 5-finger discounts will be reclaimed and paid for with said fingers. Stop up here before your next kill.
Well, have you completed a daily op yet? Yeah. I'm pulling. But remember, I call them daily ops.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere
You might not
safe.
need it, but I guarantee somebody else does. If you
My
got
friends
some
didn't
spare
want to join up
supplies
with
burning
me.
a hole in your
Said the
pocket, why
responders
not help
sounded
us
like
help
too much
others?
work.
If you're
You're
caught out
already
and
here,
about with
you
no
might
place
as
to
well
go,
invest in
the
the future.
responders have an outpost in Flatwoods.
Think happy thoughts. That's the way.
You look like someone who needs a vacation. Am I right? Or am I right?
Nothing like the feeling of a good job done well.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. I can't get it back by myself.
Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
Step right up, my friend. I've got a special opportunity for you approved by management themselves. How would you
I heard there's a chest
like to go on a
here if
little
you ever wanna
vacation?
play.
That's the spirit. We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you,
Check in with the medics if
safe
you're feeling
from
under
the
the weather.
dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid vertebrate flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals.
My curios are not.
Sounds like a deal, right?
I'd like to think of them as refined junk.
And now that's what I'm talking about. A little landowner you've agreed to help out, and I'm sure they'll get word back to the city leaders. And hey, you come right back and talk to me if you have any questions, all right? We are offering a haven of, in exchange, it varies in person. If game, I'm sure.
It's been sunny all week.
That's
I love
right.
it here.
They reminded you can always use. Of course.
Hope you're doing all right, Mama. You're always in my thoughts.
Glad to see you've returned. You do? It just so we might need. I've got a fee. Thanks so much.
Skippy? Should live by his name. And skip on down to my store.
Well, hello. Do you like Nuka-Cola? Don't be silly. Of course you do.
Need anything?
There's no problem too big to solve.
Damn it. Another scotch.
Ma'am.
What about you, Liz? Have you made up your mind yet?
Oh, Bill's keen on Charleston. We were social with the governor. I'm sure he'd make arrangements for us. Evans, that snake?
He was always for sale. Not a terrible thing if you're the buyer.
Step up in the world if I've ever seen
Can you
one.
imagine? Parading into town like a troop of beggars. And Charleston knew
Always make
this.
sure to boil
It
your
always
water
was a
before you
slum.
drink it.
Now, with refugees swarming like flies, ugh. No, the resorts are the best.
It's funny what comes to mind at a time like this. When I was little, I used to come here with my grandfather. Every morning, we'd sit right here, have donuts, read the paper. Just the two of us.
All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the White Spring has been our home. A shelter from the storm just outside the gates.
Don't join the response.
It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The White Spring bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast. To the White Spring. wanted to remark upon the fascinating design of your new Spring Hill golf course. You appear to have 7 holes. 7. What a curious number. 9 I could understand. Or perhaps 6 played thrice. But 7? Most courses put ever so much effort into varying their holes. You will appear to have liked your 3rd so much, you repeated it immediately. Or take the cart paths. One normally takes such little note of them. I had a wonderful chance to reflect on that during the 3-mile drive from the 5th hole to the 6th. And then 7. 7. Such a slope. It would make a fabulous ski run. Not that teeing off with a 400-yard putt wasn't a huge excuse. When I heard you had carved up your championship trophy on the housing track, I was concerned it might have impacted the quality. Clearly, I underestimated the scope of your ambition. Cordially yours. Vienna Winchester.
They keep coming.
They just keep coming. Rob saw them first. 3. Just 3. Out on the 7th. Easy shots from up here. At first, we thought it was fun. To see who could pick them off. Extra points for the head. Then Rob went missing. Went down to the range. Wasn't far. It wasn't back by dark. Then Ted, Zach, Phil, Mark. God, Mark. They dragged him. I can still hear him screaming. Now we're 3. Just 3. Can't run. Can't hold. Can't. They're coming. They're coming! I don't know if you'll ever get this, but I wanted to make sure there was something here if you came looking. If you made it. God, where to start?
Always a pleasure to see you again.
It's about 2:30 in the morning, New Year's. 2079. I've been here for the past... and... recording. All right. What are we looking at?
I've got nothing.
Really, Lou? Really? You set up the damn things. Don't tell me you don't know how to hack them. Can't you just shut them off? Or keep them from turning on us? There has to be a way.
Paula.
No. Really, no. I'm sorry, Paula. We've tried everything. Not just me. Every guest who can work a terminal. We've been locked out. We're getting kicked out, and there's nothing we can do.
Paula, how's the training going?
Friedrich's classes are a joke, but the guests have been pitching in. The Warrens picked up a few things on safari. Sergeant Tomlinson's been teaching marksmanship.
Tomlinson? That crank that thinks the communists are bugging his room?
Yeah, best we got.
God.
At least people have been stocking up. The all-you-can-carry shopping spree was a hit. No one turned that down. Anyone have anything else? Robert, how are things?
Keeping on.
Good. The gala's on Sunday. So, this may be our last staff meeting. Whatever happens, we did all we could this past year. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Hey there. Don't think we met. That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the finish. Surprise, we gotta The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Got a couple of situations back there. I don't want to call it mercenary work. Thanks for coming by, Rucka.
We've met. Had a feeling.
Figured you should be in...
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personal.
Anyway, sure thing. Sophie and Esme tell me you help.
Great. I might have some other things I need help with. Good luck up there.
Hope you're here about the supplies I ordered. Wait. No, that's someone else. Robot butlers? Is this
How are you?
or a pallet?
Why even bother helping people that can't themselves? Ain't no way I could have. No, ruthless say.
I suppose a nice refuge like
Well, I don't know. Well, they must. I don't know. You best. Everyone.
I'm afraid we don't have beds to spare for those who are just scared.
Oh, I'm right as rain. Well, gosh darn it. Would you just excuse me for that? Mama didn't teach me to have radiation sickness in front of a guest.
We could really do some good trading with the White Spring.
Everything is too
Well, technically it was all... Lehman is, at this stage, a positive ad. There's already...
Say, truth is, never thought much of.
I shouldn't even... I don't know what...
Ostentatious. But it's nice to be somewhere not covered in dirt for once.
Let's go find.
These refugees wouldn't last one day in Crater.
Maybe the guy's a little crazy, but I can't help but like him.
You and me, girl. Whoa, hey, now... Yeah? Right on. Ruckus said somebody... If you're all set, I'm a miracle worker and... Now I get my girl ready for takeoff.
look a bit sickly. There's a poultice my mama taught me how to make.
As I've said, finally, you've arrived. I deeply apologize for the commotion. Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince... Do you know this? Ah, wonderful. I believe an apology is in order. Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum. In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the... So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like. Incredible. Was that so difficult? You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo. Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to. Lennox shall be happy to board you once your preparations are complete. Excuse me. It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century? Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar.
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and it's...
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a low. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work!
It's real, I swear! They're siphoning its blood and turning it into a drug. That's why it's so angry now.
Marketing tactics. What would you name a chem that's supposed to be the ultimate temptation? Would you call it innocent angel milk? Siphoning blood. No sensible business person would put in all that effort, even if the Jersey Devil was real.
Long ago, a woman, when she gave... It's been... Loud...
The perfect...
You did?
Oh...
We're lucky to be... At least I keep your... Oh, I'm never going outside again.
Oh,
Did it always smell like this? You would think in a city, people could find a civilized place to relieve themselves. Oh. The best bet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge in the Neapolitan Casino. Stan is a weak lick. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter. Don't wait up for me. Or actually, do. One should always have an escape plan.
Countless horizons, each one prettier than the last.
My pa was a made man, and his pa before him, and his pa before him. Never have a kid. Mine keeps asking, "Oh, Pa, can I whack someone like you?" I say, little son of a bitch. Mayor Tim fancies himself the leader of AC. Like some old farmer's gonna whack anybody. Stay clear of the Barrens. Ain't nothing there but demons that haven't showered.
Every day I see more of the Barrens in the city. You'd think the Unis would hire a gardener. Oh, get down to the pier and catch a show. Hey, I could be a showman. I'm real good at wiggling my ears.
What's poppin'?
It's, probably
Losing Antonio was a big hit to the family. Oh, I can't believe that rat.
Head down to the pier and catch a show. Don't bother me. I'm on vacation.
I love your vacation wear. Beat it. I'm not your tour guide.
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stay in their gross little...
Shoobies round here lately. You'd think there wasn't a war. Have you been down to the aquarium?
You have to try the
It's
cocktails
a
at Quintino's.
Around here since they put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books.
Get down to the pier and catch a show. Heard some gunshots earlier. Sounded like they were coming from the edge of the city.
Don't ask me for directions.
Should be worried.
I'm not from around here. Still no luck. I should get out and clear my head. But
Think I'll head down to the pier
one more
and
time.
catch a show.
You know where I could get a good
you know where I
hoagie?
could get a good hoagie?
Think I'll head down to the pier and catch a show.
Be honest. Do I look like a tourist?
Oh. This is get a pick.
Keep your nose clean, kid. What? There's a cold going around. Getting in again.
Well, not tonight, it doesn't.
Royal flush again? You must have the angels on your side, my friend.
You mean you don't see it, Stan? He's playing. Ain't nobody got that kind of luck.
butler to you? Go bother someone else.
You know I'd never play you, Stan. You're the man. You know, what I love most about you, Stan, how much faith you put in your friends.
This is ludicrous.
Still good.
Oh, now what you gonna do that for? You really think he was playing me?
Come on, Stan. 3 royal flushes in a row? You grab that cash and take care of your family.
Tampering with the
I'm headed
slots
out.
again. Grifter's gonna ruin our reputation around here. This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stay.
You looking at something? Always a shame when you think someone... But hey, crazy things happen all the time. Just last week, someone was saying that special chips worth double. But they looked exactly the same. Now, what was the deal with that, huh? At least put some gold flecks on them or something. Whoa there! Now, I can hook you up with all kinds of caps. But as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after camp? Well, since you're so keen on helping Stan, maybe there is something you could do for me. You know why I spend my time in the High Rollers Lounge? Ambition. My fortune's waiting in these walls. I'll give you a chance to help me find it. Take some of my caps and bet them at my lucky slot machine. This is a daily ritual, you see. A crucial one. But it takes me away from my place here at the lounge. That you will. And really think about what you're doing, huh? The significance of it.
This is the most happening place
Here
in AC.
comes an interruption.
Why those munis want to stay in their gross
Payday's
little
become a myth
hovels
around here
beyond
since they
me.
put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books.
Still look... Yeah. Devil's blood? Tourism.
I caught Sal tampering with the slots again.
Sal tampering with the slots again. That grifter's gonna ruin our reputation.
Antonio was a big hit to the family. Can't believe that rat ran
Life's
out.
out there. Paradise.
No entry. Vinny,
You know one thing I don't miss? Driving. Oh, I seen one too many jerseys slide.
Tim fancies himself the leader of AC.
You gonna make a necklace out of those caps?
What, you gotta
Or
pay
you
the
gonna
electricity
invest
with
life
that or
in
something?
the apartment? Out there, paradise in here. Oh.
Joey, look at the basement.
Antonio was a big hit to the
This... So, how did...
ran out on us.
Well, no jackpot today. Just means a higher chance tomorrow. and I've been amping up my chances for years. Take note, if you ever want to land a jackpot of your own. Nah, thanks for the assistance. Playing even a small part in Stan's grand ambitions is something to be. And I'd say it makes you. But first, provide service for the family, and you'll be rewarded. Cross the family, and you end up on our hit list. See, a young showman known as Zaid stole some blood from our stores a few nights back. He's got a show on tonight. And those who don't respect our rules don't get to live freely. You want the blood? Then that show don't go smoothly. And Zaid gets the message to never even dream about stealing from us again.
Hey, good self tampering with the slots again. That grifter's gonna ruin our reputation around here.
My pa was a made man. His pa before him, and his pa before him. And, pa before my pa was a made man. His pa before him, and his pa before him.
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stay in their gross little hovels beyond me?
Payday's become a myth round here since they put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books.
Sounds like we have an understanding. Now listen carefully. You're gonna have to get backstage somehow. Maybe by posing as a cast member. That's your best shot at getting access to Zaid. Once you got an opportunity, it's up to you how you want to deal with him. I'll meet you outside after the show. Don't disappoint me. Capiche? They let you in to see me, did they?
Buttercup. That name already death me. Wonder how long it'll be before the Don shows us
Mayor Tim fancies himself the leader of AC. Like some old farmer's gonna whack it.
You here to bet big or what?
I gotta tell Joey to plug up the basement in the Neapolitan. The overgrown are getting in here.
And his pa before him. Oh, wait.
To get made. Just kill a guy?
right down to the pin. Catch a shade. Don't you love the series?
Welcome, welcome. Here to be amazed, shocked, and, well, tonight as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free. Congratulations. And you will not be disappointed. Please head straight inside to the stage. The show simply cannot start without our star clown.
This place is a pocket of paradise. Closest we're gonna get after the war.
Every second without laughter brings us closer to death. Won't you be my friend forever?
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe.
We're all just minds in a soundless world.
Dibbles? Is that late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this. Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now.
Every second without laughter brings us closer to death.
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean? Look at that! Nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy! Or a classic trick with an explosive twist. Watch as this deviously dexterous merrymaker juggles live grenades! That looks like it hurt. We'll be passing out warm towels to wipe any blood off. Let's give it up for our star clown!
You? What are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. Of course that would bring you here, of all places. You weren't supposed to know about all this, but there's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended. And everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise, let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that. Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it. Nonsense. They were always complaining about me, calling me a diva. Vincenzo would tell me to get out of the way so he could do things properly. I'm nothing but a failure to them. They have no appreciation. Family. I used to know what that meant once. Nothing ever turns out quite how you imagine it. But I suppose that's no reason to stop trying, is it? It never stopped me in showbiz.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh! Mother has to hear about this! She's gonna send the whole city after you!
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit. I didn't expect them to raise the alarm so soon. Well, I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. But before I go, the least I can do is help you help Abigail. So tell me what needs to be done. So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zaid against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed doesn't make you, queasy. But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens... Well, you sound committed. Remind me not to get in your way in the future. I'll leave the job.
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe.
A night of heart-throbbing classics. Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life, and limb. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume. The layers! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh, I fooled myself. They all see it. Oh, I've got to get out of here. Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline! I'll make you pay with your funny bone. I'll twist your neck like a balloon.
Distinguished guests, clowns, and showmen, brace yourself for an unexpected encore. For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished. This is now an open fire venue. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit, or grab your gun and charge the fly! I need hardly a ticket. Don't forget me.
Are you laughing or crying?
Are you trying to hurt me?
An encore.
What did you do to me?
Maybe I should join the Munis. Do something useful for a change. Let's go.
I heard the news. Show me, as promised. But now don't you forget what...
Every day I see more of the barons in the city. You'd think the Munis would hire a gardener.
Tell me you have the dose. You're a lifesaver. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
Ven? Mom. And... who are you again? Feels
Nice. Okay.
This is just temporary. We need to... You got into this, Abs.
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more job. Everything's good.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know it's awkward, but would you try talking to him? Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.
Are you, all right, dear?
Who, me? You're really asking?
Of course, darling. We're going to get you out of this conundrum. If anyone knows how to slink out of a mess, it's your mother. Never mind that there's usually another one waiting. We'll tackle that when we get to it.
Yeah, we will. Won't we? Thanks, Mom.
Oh, it's you! Helping the family out? Oh, no, that's dangerous work. Abby, in trouble. If only I could have,
Oh,
Abby.
another broken...
Darling.
I'm not cut out for
Such
all
a
this manual
strong-
labor.
Who are you again?
Hang in there. So what did Pop have to say? Anything? Pop. So he's not totally gone. Well, that's reassuring. Or upsetting. Well, if he won't help us, we'll need more of a Hail Mary.
To dance?
I agree. Ever since Abby mentioned Pop, I've been racking my brain. I remember he would take business trips to the city center. That's government territory, so it always struck me as out of character. He told us he had a warehouse there. Never said what it was for, and I never found out either. If he really was involved with Devil's Blood, though, maybe that place has something to do with it. Maybe the family is keeping stock there. Glad you agree. I know it's a long shot, but it gives us a starting point. Alright, we'll need to borrow that vertebrate of yours again. I'm coming with you this time. We'll fly into downtown, and I'll get us in contact with an old friend of mine familiar with the rumors.
Mother charlatan. Her and all her goons.
Okay, now that we're here, it's time to find Sloane. She used to patrol this area. Said if I ever needed help, to head this way, and she'd find me. Alright, let's see if she still knows my whistle. That wasn't what I expected.
Cool.
you were rid of my poor aim when I left the Munis.
You know I never wanted to be rid of you in the first place. But yeah, I really did.
Let's see
Always
what
nice
Sloan
to see some friendly faces. Though I don't recognize yours. What brings you back to AC, Ven?
I've come to ask you a favor. Remember those reports we used to get about the family snooping around our turf? We're here to find them.
The family? Steer clear of them, Ven. They're trouble. What has you looking for those gangsters anyway? Your new friend here drag you into this? A cure?
Abby's on Devil's Blood. I know the mob move. It's the perfect place to hide if they do have a where.
Ven, you know I want... I'm only out this way. I need to find them. But there's a...
Listen, you're our best...
Really? Are you sure? Abby needs you.
Like I said, to help Abby, we need you. Plus, I can't just leave my old comrades to die.
If you insist, I won't turn you down. But I hope you aren't doing this out of some misguided sense of guilt. And what about you? You as good a Samaritan as Mr. Russo here? I like that attitude. All right. I saw some of my cadets head down the road past your makeshift landing pad. Head over there and help out anyone you can find. Vin and I will take our own path and help out the rest. Meet us up the road closer to City Hall when you're done. I have a hunch about where we can find that warehouse of yours. Good luck.
You're a hero. Thank you. Oh, you saved my life.
We made it. Thanks, Vin. You held up pretty well after your hiatus.
It's nice to know I haven't lost my touch. Oh, that brought...
Missing the good old days?
Oh, I don't miss the danger. But it does feel good to be a Muni again. Even as a fill-in. Right. We need to search for that warehouse. Abby's life depends on it.
Abby. Poor girl. I hope for her sake, whatever hunch you have pays off. You should check down this alley. We've seen family members hanging around a building down there. I don't want to fight, so we've never pressed them on why. Could be what you're looking for.
If they're guarding a building off their usual turf, there has to be something important. But how do we get in? Worth a shot. We'll hang back and keep watch from this direction. Good luck.
You're pulling my leg. There's no way.
Just be careful. You don't need to fight.
How are you gonna prove it? Gonna pull one out of thin air?
Hey, you! Yeah, you! You're gonna come over here and settle an argument for us. We was just about to take our lunch break, but I ain't leaving until we figure this out.
Tell us, Guy, it's real. The $2 bill! Money! It's pre-war money!
Allegedly. Proof. I need physical proof. That's no way to win an argument.
What? Prove it to me. I need proof, or I ain't budging. Hey, you don't want to take this seriously? Then beat it!
Yeah, get out of here.
That's what I keep telling myself. There's a part of me that still thinks I did more.
You know I'd love to help you. Helping comes first.
You're back. Look, that was a private conversation. Yes, I had second thoughts about leaving Atlantic City. I loved my job with the Munis, wading into the scummy pond water, taking the torch to endless nests of overgrown. It was the furthest thing from my past and current life. It had meaning. I wasn't slinging cocktails for killers or working all night just to keep my mom's insane project in business. I really felt like I was living, you know? Not shutting my eyes to the world outside, wishing it would all just go away. So you can imagine, I have a few regrets. I know. That's what I tell myself every day. Enough about me. Really? Then we were right. I can hardly believe it.
I think I know the building you're talking about. We received reports of people slinking around that area, but it's so full of overgrown that I dismissed the idea out of hand. That was dumb of me. Let's head that way, see what's there. Maybe we can sneak inside.
We used to use pipes like these to pump the water out of buildings and go hunting for salvage. But couldn't we reverse the flow? And use the pressure to flush the family out? With the right adjustments, we can blast enough water inside to take out any guards and create some kind of opening.
Now that you mention it, we did have an incident once where a newbie mixed up the valve order and blasted a bunch of overgrown to Kingdom Come.
Yes, we're so close. I just know this will pay off.
It's a good plan, Vin. But this is the end of the line for me. If a municipal officer got caught assaulting a gangster hideout, it could jeopardize the peace we have in Atlantic City. Before I go, though, I want to make you an offer. I want you to come back to us when this is all through. Curing Abby takes precedence. I would never say otherwise. But it's clear you missed the job. We'll take you back. I'll pull whatever strings are necessary. What do you think?
I knew this was coming, but I'm still not sure what to say. In my heart, I'm uni, but I left for a reason. My family needs me, desperately. If I'm not there for them, they'll probably devolve into raiders or ghouls or worse. And I'm only half joking. I need to think about it. I will take it seriously. I promise.
I know you will. I'm sorry to make you choose again, but I really do feel it would be right for you to return. Think it through. I'll be here for you either way. Good luck, Finn.
Okay, concentrate. Back to business. These pumps are finicky. We'll need to turn the valves in the right order to reverse the flow. The valves are marked with their numbers. I think the order should be 3? That's right. Let's have at it. Remember, the valve order is 3, 2, 4, 1. Got it? The plan worked. Okay, now we just need to look around and see if there's a cure stashed here somewhere. Before we do, though, tell me something. Once we're all past this, do you think I should come back here? Leave the business, try and return to my old life? I guess it is. It's just hard to come to terms with that. I chose a different path, after all. I never saw myself as someone who would drop everything to follow his dream. It just never seemed realistic. When my family came begging, I went back to them. It just seemed like the right thing to do. I always want to do what's right. I'm just not sure what that is right now. What would you do in my position? That's a very blunt assessment, but I appreciate your honesty. Maybe I need to give my own happiness priority. You've given me some food for thought. Thank you. I'll sort out my own feelings later. Now, it looks like there's another floor to this place. Let's get up there and take a look. who do we have here?
Hey, look. I just work here, okay? I don't want any more trouble. Take what you want, but don't hurt me. Me? I'm Jean. I cook blood for the family. Not my first choice, but it has its perks. Wait, why am I answering your questions? Who are you? What are you doing here? Cure for devil's blood addiction? That info is what we call classified. You'll have to make me an offer better than the kneecaps I'll lose for telling you. That's real sad. But you know whose life is also on the line? Mine. Oh, you're right. You're right. It's just... Look, I would if I could, okay? But I can't cook an antidote for devil's blood. Not with what I got here. I only use synthetic materials. Hate to talk down my own product, but, yeah, it's almost like knockoff stuff. Wasn't always that way. In the good old days, before I was caged up like a lab rat, we used a pure, organic compound. But times have changed.
But if you had that organic compound, you could create an antidote? Can't we get it for you?
Well, maybe if you could get it. But good luck with that. Even I don't know where it comes from. Only the original creator does. And he's long gone. Conchita Lombardi drove him into exile when she took power. Might have even whacked him by now. So unless you happen to know where Tony Russo is hiding out, you aren't getting your cure. Sorry, pal.
My father? Damn it, Pop. I knew you had something to do with this. Just not what...
Wait... Tony is your dad? The mafia boss Antonio Russo? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're Vinny? I really am losing my kneecaps.
Seems like we owe my father another visit. Senile or not. We have to get him to cough up some info if we want to save Abby.
Senile? Oh, kid! Did you really fall for that act? That man's sharp as a carving knife. He was barking orders right up until he fled. Never a hint of forgetfulness. Oh, I won! He's been pulling the wool over your eyes, Vin. Yeah, I'm just sad to see you fell for it.
He... What? There's no way. Unless... I was pretty busy. And I'd been away from home, working for the Munis for a while. Did I just take it for granted? You're right. We need to head home and confront my father. Do whatever it takes to make him admit he's been playing us, or dig up something that could lead to a cure. I know this was a lot to go through, but thank you again for doing this. I'll meet you at home when you're ready. I've lost count of how many cigs I've smoked waiting for you to arrive. Not a single one has calmed my nerves. I was hoping they would. I managed to get everyone in one room. It was a lot harder than it sounds. We need to confront my father. He can't hide anymore. Not when Abby's life is at stake. Good, because I'm not. But we don't have much of a choice, do we? This way.
Mom, will you relax? This isn't helpful. He's sick. We don't even know if what Vin said is true.
Abigail, please. I've handled more than one bad performance in my day. I just didn't think it would be my husband I'm booing off the stage!
Ladies, I do wish that I could help you, but this devil's blood sounds very dangerous.
Just cut the crap! Your acting's not even good. Frankly, it's embarrassing that we fell for it for so long.
What? What's going on? What is this is all very overwhelming.
Ven, where did you hear that Dad is faking?
I met one of his old business partners, Jean. She told me everything. Pop's been faking senility to get out of AC so that Concerta Lombardi can't have him killed. That's why those hitmen showed up at the Rose Room. Our friend here can back me up.
Is this true? I wish I could say I can't believe it. But, God, Dad, really? This was the first thing your brain went to? To fake dementia?
And this cursed nightclub? All that nonsense you gave me about an Appalachian nightlife. Ah, just another falsehood! No one makes a fool out of me, Antonio Russo!
The only one making a fool out of you is yourself, Evelyn! All of you! So yeah, I was playing hooky. You think it's because I like walking around like a dried prune asking what day of the week it is, huh? I had a target painted on my back by the damn mob!
Would you rather have a senile father or a dead one, huh? Yeah. Thought so.
I just wanted a dad. Period.
You can write a novel on why you're innocent later. How about we talk about what we're going to do for Abby?
Hey, let's not overreact now. It's just a little indulgence, right? Who doesn't have a vice these days, huh? She looks fine.
Oh, I've married a Shakespearean villain, haven't I? Our daughter is dying, Antonio.
Why? Oh, would you quit the melodrama for just a few seconds, Evelyn, for the sake of...
For once, she's not being dramatic. According to Jean, Abby needs a pure sample of devil's blood to make an antidote for her withdrawal symptoms. And you're the only one who knows how to get it.
For God's sake. You had to go for the one chem you couldn't come off of. What's the matter with you? All right, Peanut Gallery. There's something you all need to see. Come with me.
Whoa.
Antonio? What is this beast doing in my home? Oh, disgusting.
I've seen one of these before stalking around the city center. Not something I'd want to piss off, I'll say that much.
We started seeing these fellas show up around 10 years ago. Devils, we call them. They're still pretty rare. Elusive.
Why do you have this?
You tell me, honey. Would the showman pay top dollar for a freak show devil corpse?
So you killed it to make a profit.
Hey, Abby, look at this thing. What do you think it is, a bunny rabbit? It's as ugly as sin. Look, I needed an edge over Concerta. Quintino had yours truly to be next in line to be godfather, but that little viper wasn't having it. She tried to sabotage me at every turn. I needed to make more caps, prove that I was useful.
And embalming this thing was the answer. Oh, what a ridiculous idea from a ridiculous man.
I'm ridiculous, Miss Primadonna? What wasn't ridiculous was this fella's blood. I originally took it to Jean to get it embalmed, you know? Promised her a small cut. The dreams of a sideshow attraction disappeared when we realized the tantalizing properties of its blood.
Does this mean you still have a sample of its blood? We need to get it to Jean as soon as possible.
It just so happens I do. If what you're saying is true, then we need to act now on an antidote. I'll take Abby and your friend here to Jean. No water tag-alongs. Damn, Mom's gonna be swarming our tails the whole way. Concerta will know I'm back the second we touch ground on Jersey soil.
Damn it. If it weren't for the mob. Stay safe, all right, Abby?
I will. I got us into this mess. The last thing I want to do is to drag you further into it.
I hope you know what you're doing, Tony.
You, me, Atlantic City. Couldn't agree more. Abby and I will meet you in the city center. Try to get there in one piece. Concerta's goons take no prisoners. You know, give me and Abby some time to, catch up.
Nothing's ever simple.
Looks like it's only a matter of time before nature takes this place back.
So, if I help with this...
When you help. So, you managed to get here in one piece. Took you long enough to get off that vertibird. Time is of the essence here.
Yes, of the essence, right. Of course, yep. You're Abby, right? You sure you want to get clean?
Focus here, Jeannie.
Focusing. Right. Do you have the sample?
Yeah, but this here is liquid gold. Don't break it.
Give it here.
Hey, Maran, can we maybe speed up the process here?
Dad, just wait.
No. This isn't good. This is the opposite of good. What is that? Bad? Right. Bad.
What's the problem here?
I wasn't expecting this. This has profound implications, and I don't know where.
Just spit it out already. My daughter is dying, and we don't have the time for you to have your little eureka moment.
The sample you brought me isn't pure enough to make an antidote with.
What?
That's a very funny joke, Gene. That came from the Jersey Devil himself. How can you get any fucking purer?
You're not gonna believe me, but, that wasn't the real Jersey Devil. If such a thing even exists, that is. This is juvenile blood. The one you killed was just a child.
What? So you mean the ones we see coming out of the Barrens is just... it's... children? Then, how big's the father? Huh? Or the mother? It's hard to tell with these things.
I don't know. No one's ever seen it before. Lived to tell about it, that is. The quantity of neural proteins present in the blood sample isn't fast enough to qualify this as an adult. But if there's a juvenile, that means there's a parent. An adult would have blood potent enough to craft an antidote.
So, you're saying you want us to go into the Pine Barrens and kill an adult devil? Just trying to see if I'm the one who's going nuts, or if it's still you.
But if it's our only option, we've got to.
Yeah. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Right. Looks like you and I have some business to take care of with a gentleman from the Barrens. I'm still trying to process that it's real at all, frankly. Let's just hope that it is. Not sure. Hey, Egghead. How do we draw an adult...
That I can help with. We've got enough here that I can make fake devil pheromones. If you can bring the pheromones to high points in the city center, maybe the scent will draw the devil out of the Barrens.
I could probably think of a few places to bring him.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
We? Oh, no, Abby. You're not coming.
What's your excuse this time? I'm an adult. I can handle myself. I've been handling myself for years now, thanks to you and Mom.
Hey, don't bring your mother into this. Yeah, you've been handling yourself, right? Look how well that's going. You're so strung out, you're on death's door.
Strung out on a chem you sold.
You little... My word is final here. You are not coming. Wait for us here. We'll be back with the blood.
You'll never change, will you?
Go ahead, walk away. It's not like I'm trying to save your life or anything.
been here too long. This place is gonna be the first to go to the overgrown.
Die already! You killed the wrong man today! Don't worry, we'll burn. There's no right.
City is filled with
ever catch a glimpse of that wimp? That's...
right here, right now.
Personally, this is it. All my daughter's... What gave it away? Is it the constant tension or her blatantly hating my guts? I know you're not supposed to have a favorite kid, but I did. And it wasn't Vin. When Abby was real little, I took her under my wing. She was a total daddy's girl. Showered her with affection, gifts. I used to let her sit in on all of our meetings. I showed her the ropes. I hate to admit it, but she would have been a top-tier maid woman. But there's a reason they call her Cosa Nostra the family. It's 'cause it replaces your real one. And you've got to fuck over your real one to keep the family happy. You must be real naive if you think that's how this works. You don't just leave. You know, same with this kind of family. You leave when you're dead. Only matter is how soon that comes, and for most, it's pretty damn early. Abby, she was, you know, getting older. Becoming more of a teenager, and less of a little girl. She was growing into a formidable young woman, and that was the problem. It's not that it suddenly became an issue, it's that, well, when you're a kid, it don't mean nothing. It's all fun and games. Once you're an adult, you're locked into that life for, well, life. She was gonna end up just like me. Just, you know, with less respect. There ain't a law saying women can't be in the family, but there's always been opposition to letting them reach positions of power. Yeah, it's tradition. It's always been men who have done the killing, stealing, the plotting. I was next in line to be godfather. Do you really think they would have accepted her as my heir with no issues? Just ask Conchetta. Why do you think she has a target on my ass? If she could have been Don, Quintino would have chosen her. She's his flesh and blood, after all. Sometimes tradition is a good thing. Good habits stick. Sometimes it no longer saves you. And sticking to it ends up stabbing you in the back. Most people are stubborn. Change don't happen often. Especially not around here. I wasn't about to set Abby up for disappointment. Trained her all these years just to be rejected. I just distanced myself from her. Didn't let her sit in on my work no more. I never told her why. Over time, she just got the hint. And that's when she started acting out. She knew I was the big player moving Devil's blood around AC. I don't know if she knew I discovered it, but that don't really matter now, does it? There's tons of chems you can get hooked on in this shithole, but she got hooked on one thing that she knew would get my attention. Trouble is, blood is highly addictive. She got in to win my love with some such bullshit, but there's no getting out with that poison. I never thought something like this would happen. I thought she'd take up an honest trade. I never wanted this. Not for Abby. Listen, the past is the...
That never stops. So I need to stop. This city is filled to the brim with corruption.
Oh, look at all that. I'll tell you what, kid. I'm sure she could last a bit long. We could make a killing. But there's... I might as well spend the rest of it trying to make it right with my kids, right? We should get back to Abby as soon as possible. Thanks, kid.
You're back! And you have all your limbs. Exceeding expectations again, I see.
All right, Jeannie, we got the goods.
You should hurry.
Hey,
Think
where's
of
Abby?
all that pure blood being wasted. Yeah. About that.
I'm gonna ask nicely one more time. Where is my daughter?
She took off. It wasn't my fault. I swear, Antonio, she just left.
Why on earth would she do that? Her life's in jeopardy, for God's sake.
She said she needed to be alone. That this is a mistake.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Did she say where she went?
We don't have much time. Sorta? She said she went to the place where she met her real father.
Kids and their dramatics. We need to go find her then. Agree.
You should hurry. think of all that pure blood being wasted.
Abby! There you are!
I was hoping you wouldn't find me. Please, just leave me alone.
Abby! What the hell's gotten into you? We got the sample. You need to come back to the lab.
Why even bother with it? Is there even a point to this antidote?
What are you talking about?
Do you even remember what happened here, Dad? You wasted a guy on blood because he didn't pay up. What even sets me apart from him? Why does he get a bullet to the head and I get an antidote?
Abby, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna just let you die over something that happened 14 years ago. We can't just let her walk away.
A normal life, huh? Let me ask you something. What life do I have to return to? What point is there? My mother's too busy looking in a mirror to look at me. My brother can't be there for me for forever. He has his own life to live. My father kills people and ruins their lives for a living, and I've never even been good enough for that. So let me ask you again. What do I have to go back to? With a life like that, what'll even stop me from using again? Then all of this would be for nothing. I would love to believe that. I really would. But how do I know I can trust his word? Anyone can lie. Only actions show change. Consistent action. How do I know anything is gonna change? What proof is there? He did? He gave up Caps? I'm not sure if I believe that.
Look, quit making me out to be this horrible bad guy. I just didn't want to waste perfectly good money is all.
It's not about the blood or even the stupid devil. It's about the fact that you've always chosen Caps over me. Why did you walk away from me? What did I do wrong? Even if that's true, he should have stood up for me.
I wasn't there for you, and for that, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. But the truth is, you didn't do nothing wrong. And I never hated you. I knew you could never really be in the mob. They would never even let you file their papers, let alone call the shots. I didn't want to set you up for failure, you understand? But I didn't want to break your heart neither. So I just did enough. But I should have done better. And for that, I'm sorry.
You admitted you were wrong. So maybe it's time I do the same. I never really thought you cared about me. I thought I was as disposable to you as every other addict you wasted. I don't think I deserve special treatment because I'm your daughter. But if I'm going to take this antidote and start a new life, I really want it to be a new life. A new start. No more killing, no more Kims. I want a proper family. I don't want to be on my own anymore.
No, Abby, you're right. I failed you. All these years, I put Caps and the high life ahead of my family, ahead of my own flesh and blood. I'm the one who owes you an apology, and yes, I am a coward for trying to walk away. I should have done better. You know, sweetheart, there's still time. If you take the antidote, I can be the father you always wanted from here on out.
I want the antidote.
Let's head back to the lab.
I'm shocked, to say the least. But in a good way. Maybe this is a chance to start.
No time for chit-chat. We gotta get her cured. ASAP!
And, just one moment. I need to engineer the antidote. Are you sure you want this, Abby? No more blood. Forever.
Put a sock in it, Gene.
All right. This should be good. Ready, Abby?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
I'm right here with you, kiddo. Well, do you feel any different?
I don't know. Not really. Wait. I feel... the craving is dying down. It's not as intense.
You should feel some immediate relief. But it'll take weeks for the symptoms to fade completely. It'll only get better from here on out. Not worse.
Thank you, Jean. I should be thanking you the most. Without you, I'd still be... I don't want to think about what might have happened to me. That means a lot to hear. I never considered that anyone cared about whether I lived or died. I guess a lot of people do.
Anything for you, Abby. It better prove to you that I'm here for you. You ready to go home now, kiddo?
Yeah, Dad. I'm ready. Would you meet us there? You've been with us the whole way, so it wouldn't feel right to part ways here. I'm sure Ven wants to thank you too. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
Well, no need to roll out the red carpet for us, bud. We're back. The devil coughed up his cure, and Abby is right as rain.
Thank God. Does he mean it, Abs?
Yeah, Vin. I'm back. Really back.
Thank goodness. We're all due for some relaxation now that this is through. Would you like a toast, Abigail?
Let's take it easy on the substances for a while.
Oh, you're right, of course. Goodness. I don't think we've spent this much time in the same room in ages. It's certainly a welcome change. Everyone, please shift to the left if you can. It's my good side.
Mom, all your sides are your good side.
You've grown charismatic with age, Abigail. If only I could say the same for your father.
Hey, not in front of the guest. Speaking of which, why don't you come join the festivities?
You're still around? Make yourself at home.
So is this the part where we give you our gratitude and third-born child? Quite the Samaritan answer, you. You and Vin must get along well.
All right. I know this has been a roller coaster. Having you looking in from the outside, it shed light on a lot of things. But I'm hopeful for the future.
I actually have something I want to talk to you all about. This has been on my mind for a while. Ever since we came to Appalachia, I've missed working with the Munis. I don't know if I've ever actually had the chance to express it before, but that work, it meant a lot to me. Helping people, making a difference that doesn't just get washed away by the next problem. I'm not ready to leave it behind. After this, I'm going back to Atlantic City. I hope you can understand.
Every bird flies the nest, son. If this is your time, then so be it.
Oh, Vincenzo. You really are all grown up. I only hope we've spent enough time together that you won't forget me.
I'm glad you're doing this, Ven. I'll miss you. Really miss you. But you deserve to do what makes you happy.
Whew, it feels really weird to talk about myself.
Oh, you'll get better with practice. I certainly did.
Yeah, maybe a little too good. Don't you think, honey?
You know you love it.
All right. Family meeting's over. As for you, our doors are open. Least we can do in return for your assistance with family matters. Maybe one of these days, we'll even have a happy hour worth inviting you to.